Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a great matchup between the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies, coached by Rob Meacham, versus the Blue Valley West Jaguars, coached by Deborah Connerly. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First, from Northwest.
I'm Arvind, and I'm a senior.
I'm Shore, I'm a sophomore.
I'm Akshat, and I'm a junior.
I'm Eva, and I'm a junior.
I'm Cass, and I'm a freshman.
And our contestants from West.
Hi, I'm Ricky, and I'm a senior.
I'm Vineet, and I'm a senior.
I'm Sina, and I'm a senior.
I'm Ryan, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Shabir, and I'm a senior.
All right, fantastic. Here on Categories, in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. If a team answers correctly, they earn a point. If they don't answer correctly, the other team will get a chance to steal the category. Before we started recording, we did a coin toss, and it was won by Blue Valley West. So Jaguars, here is the first category. It is U.S. history, specifically quotations. U.S. Senator Howard Baker is remembered for saying this, quote, "What did the president know, and when did he know it? During which hearings am I referring?" Shabir?
Nixon.
Cannot accept that. Huskies, you have a chance to steal this history quotations category. U.S. Senator Howard Baker is remembered for saying, quote, "What did the president know, and when did he know it? During which hearings am I referring?" Arvin?
The Watergate hearings.
The Watergate hearings is what I'm looking for. Staying with you, Huskies, current events is the category. President Trump recently declared a what in order to get additional funds? Shower?
State of emergency.
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, chance to steal this current events question. President Trump recently declared a what? Sina?
National emergency.
National emergency. Staying with you, West, mathematics is the category. What is the slope of a line perpendicular to this line? I'm looking for the perpendicular slope. Y equals negative 2/3 x plus 7. Vineet?
3 halves.
3 halves, very good. Back to you, Huskies. Science, medicine. What is the general term applied to any drug that speeds up the activities of the central nervous system and decreases the desire for sleep? Eva?
A stimulant.
It is a stimulant. Back over to you, West. Classical music is the category. Identify the Beethoven work inspired by a view of Lake Lucerne at night. Time. Huskies, chance to steal this classical music category. Identify the Beethoven work inspired by the view of Lake Lucerne at night. Eva?
Moonlight Sonata.
That is the one we're looking for. Staying with you, Huskies, literature is the category. Henry Miller's Tropic of Cancer, is set in what city? Time. Jaguars, chance to steal this literature category. Henry Miller's Tropic of Cancer is set in what city? Rayon?
London.
It is not London, it's Paris. Paris. West, we are staying with you. Science is the category. Multiple choice. Which of the following is an example of organic matter? Is it iron, glass, salt, coal, or phosphorus? Ricky?
Phosphorus.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Huskies, chance to steal this science category. Which of the following is an example of organic matter? Sure.
Coal.
It is coal with carbon. Huskies, staying with you. Language is the category. What is the 10th letter of the Greek alphabet? Sure.
Kappa.
It is Kappa. Back over to you, West. Literature is the category. What character's adventure begins with these words? Quote, "Speak to me, muse, of the adventurous man who wandered long after he sacked the sacred citadel of Troy." Rayon?
The Trojan War.
Cannot accept that. Huskies, chance to steal this literature question. What character's adventure? Sure?
Odysseus.
Odysseus, yep. Staying with you, Northwest, fine arts, paintings is the category. It's a fairly long question. One of Da Vinci's famous works, which can be seen at the Convent of Santa Maria del Grazie in Milan, Italy, originally included Jesus' feet. But in 1652, while installing a doorway in the rectory where the painting is on view, builders cut into the bottom of the center of the mural, lopping off his feet. Sure?
The Last Supper.
It is the Last Supper. Back over to you, West, vocabulary. A Spanish-derived word for a group of political intriguers, especially such as a group of military men in power after a coup. Give me this word. Vinit?
Militia.
Cannot accept militia. Northwest, chance to steal this vocabulary question. A Spanish-derived word for a group of political... Sure?
Conquistador.
Not conquistador, a junta or junta. Huskies, we are staying with you. U.S. government is the category. Give me the phrase conceived in the Eisenhower administration and used during the Kennedy administration for the version of increased representation of women, qualified minority members, especially in employment. Arvin?
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. Back over to you, West. Geography is the category. An Arctic island, an Australian state, an African waterfall, and the capitals of Hong Kong and British Columbia are all named after the same person. Who? Time. Northwest, chance to steal this geography question. An Arctic island, an Australian state, an African waterfall, and the capitals of Hong Kong and British Columbia are all named for the same person. Who? Eva?
Queen Victoria.
Victoria, very good. Staying with you, Huskies, sports and games is the category. How many soccer players from one team should be on the field at the same time? Cass?
11.
11. Back over to you, West, with general knowledge. On which of these calendars is the current year the highest? Is it the Chinese lunar calendar, the Gregorian calendar, the Jewish calendar, or the Julian calendar? Vinit?
The fourth one.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Sure.
Gregorian calendar.
It's actually the Jewish calendar. The Jewish calendar. Northwest, we are staying with you with mathematics. Give the name of the type of quadrilateral that has exactly one pair of parallel sides. Sure?
Parallelogram.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Back over to you, West. Ricky?
Trapezoid.
It is a trapezoid with exactly one. West, staying with you, sports and games is the category. Who founded the game of basketball? Rayon?
Naismith.
Naismith, very good. Back over to you, Northwest, world geography. Bavaria is the largest state in what country? Sure?
Germany.
Germany, very good. Back over to you, West. Law is the category. A crime which carries a punishment confinement in an institution other than a penitentiary is called a what? Rayon?
A probation.
Cannot accept probation. Huskies, chance to steal this law question. A crime which carries a punishment confinement in an institution other than a penitentiary is called a what? Cass?
Misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor. Very good.
Cool.
Northwest, staying with you with general knowledge. Cowboys frequently wear protective leather over their trousers. Cass?
Chaps.
They are chaps. Back over to you, West, current events. Name the NASA Mars rover which died last week after more than 14 years of sending data back to Earth. Shabir?
Curiosity.
No, it's not Curiosity. Huskies, chance to steal this current events question? Sure.
Opportunity.
It is Opportunity. Northwest, we are staying with you. U.S. history, military history to be specific. Ironically, Grant's 1854 resignation from the Army was accepted by which Secretary of War? Cass?
Robert E. Lee.
It is not Robert E. Lee. West, you have a chance to steal this military U.S. history question. Ironically, Grant's 1854 resignation from the Army was accepted by which Secretary of War? Vineet?
Was it Grant?
No, it was Jefferson Davis. Jefferson Davis. West, we are staying with you. Science inventors is the category, and it starts with a quote. If I want to give up a whole month of my time and that of my whole establishment to find out why one form of carbon filament is slightly better than another, I want to do it without having to think of cost. Who said that? Sina?
Edison.
It is Edison. Back over to you, Huskies. U.S. geography. What is the geographic distinction of West Quoddy Head, Maine? Sure?
It's the northernmost point in the continental United States.
Cannot accept that. West, you have a chance to steal this U.S. geography question. What is the geographic distinction of West Quoddy Head, Maine? Vineet?
It's an island.
Cannot accept that either. It's the easternmost point of the United States. It's the easternmost. We are staying with you, West. General knowledge is the question. If a table is set correctly, which fork should be used with the first course requiring the use of a fork? Ricky?
Salad fork.
Cannot accept that. Northwest, chance to steal this general knowledge question. If a table is set correctly, which fork should be used with the first course requiring the use of a fork? It's simply the one furthest to the left. Furthest to the left. Northwest, we are staying with you. European history is the question. What dictator established the first Soviet forced labor camp? Sure?
Lenin?
It was Lenin. Back over to you, West. Government is the category. It is multiple choice. A large government contractor cited for employing 35 engineers to design a screw could be accused of, multiple choice, could be accused of log rolling, stockpiling, feather bedding, or moonlighting. Ricky?
Second one.
It is not the second one. Huskies, chance to steal this government category. A large government contractor cited for employing 35 engineers to design a screw could be accused of log rolling, stockpiling, feather bedding. Sure?
The third one?
It is the third one, feather bedding. Yes. That siren does denote the end of our first round here on categories, and we have a score of Blue Valley Northwest 16, Blue Valley West 5. In this part of our program, we are going to go to a member of each team as they will give us a campus update, and it looks like, Arvin, you are giving us the update for the Huskies.
Our boys basketball team just came off a buzzer-beating win over Blue Valley and are going to be the #1 seed going into the state tournament. Our choir, orchestra, and band is at KMEA All-State this weekend, and we wish them luck there. And our We the People team won the Kansas State competition and has qualified to go to nationals in Washington, D.C. For the 8th straight year.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question about We the People. Is it like a government
Yeah,
group?
it's like a...
Is it specifically for Constitution, or is it all forms?
It's all forms, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a mock congressional hearing competition.
Oh, very cool, very cool. All right, and Vineet, you are giving us the update for Blue Valley West, so what's going on with the Jaguars?
Things are going really well at West. The musical just got done, which was called Songs for New World. The boys swim team just won the state championship, and spring sports are starting, and the boys tennis team will be looking for the 3rd straight state championship.
It's going to be a little bit difficult with all the snow to get those spring sports started, but I think most people have a plan in place. All right, as we head into our second round, it is our lightning round, and we typically begin with our look and listen question, which is worth 2 points. We'll be displaying it on the monitor for those watching at home, as well as a monitor here in the studio for our contestants. Just this reminder, when someone rings in, that's where we have to stop the video or audio, and it is, again, worth 2 points. So here we go. Both teams, hands on buzzers. Name the musical composition inspired by the attack on this facility. Arvin?
The Star Spangled Banner.
It is the Star Spangled Banner. And 2 points to Blue Valley Northwest. As we continue with our lightning round, questions will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. Of course, if they answer correctly, they earn a point, and if not, the other team still gets a chance to steal. Literature is the first category, literature and famous quotes. Complete this quotation by Henry Thoreau, and it starts off this way. If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he... Sure?
Is ahead.
Cannot accept that. West, you have a chance to steal this literature and famous quotes category. Complete this quotation by Henry Thoreau. If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he... Rayon?
Leeds.
That's not leads. Here's a different drummer. Here's a different drummer. Vocabulary for both teams. This single word is both the literal translation of the Hindu word pariah, which refers to the lowest caste of society, and the collective name of Eliot Ness and his men who finally put out... Marvin.
Dalit.
Cannot accept that. Jaguars, you have a chance to steal this vocabulary question. This single word is both the literal translation of the Hindu word pariah, which refers to the lowest caste of society, and the collective name of Eliot Ness and his men who finally put Al Capone behind bars. What is that common name? Rayon?
Untouchables.
Untouchables. Both teams, U.S. geography. One state ranks second in both area and population. Which one? Ricky?
California.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Northwest, chance to steal. Arvin?
Texas.
It is Texas. You guys are ringing in so fast we can't reset the buzzers. All right, here we go. Both teams, world geography. What is the name of the original city of spectral white granite discovered in the Andes in 1911 by Hiram Bingham? Eva?
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu is what we're looking for. World history, famous places for both teams. Its street address was number 232 Rue Street, Antoine, Paris. It consisted of 8 round towers connected by 5-foot-thick walls. Parisians widely guffawed when in the summer of 1989, visiting Soviet President Gorbachev asked to see it 200 years after it was demolished. Name this famous structure. It was the Bastille. The Bastille. Mathematics for both teams. Give the only number that is twice the sum of its digits. Aksha?
18.
18. At this time in our second round, we are going to do our team theme huddle questions. There are 2 questions in a row that the teams may talk and discuss their answers. The answers must be delivered by their team captain, and both questions must be answered correctly in order to earn the 2 points. If one question is missed or both are missed, the other team still gets a chance to steal this category. And the category is numbers. Question 1. Federal law requires men to register with Selective Service within 30 days of which birthday? And question 2, the cello and the ukulele each have how many strings? Arvin?
25 and 4.
Sorry, that is incorrect. West, chance to steal. Benit?
18 and 4.
18 and 4, that is correct. All right, let's continue with our lightning round. The next category for both teams is musicals. Which musical tells the story of a child's dream in which a toy train set comes to life, with actors famously performing on roller skates? It's Starlight Express. Starlight Express. Science for both teams. Discovered in 1932 by Sir James Chadwick, this subatomic particle. Benit?
Neutron.
It is the neutron. Government and economics. In 1893, which country became the first to give women the right to vote? Benit?
England.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Huskies, chance to steal this government and economics question. In 1893, which country became the first to give women the right to vote? Sure?
France.
It's not France, it's New Zealand. New Zealand. Sports and games for both teams. Before they begin their contests, sumo wrestlers go through strict procedures that must be adhered to. One of these is scattering of which substance into the ring? Akshay?
Sand.
I'm sorry, it's not sand. West, chance to steal the sports and games question. Vineet?
Chalk.
It's salt. Salt. Science, chemistry for both teams. What is the molecular weight of water? Ricky?
18.
It is 18. Music is the next category. Music, specifically instruments. What is the name for the set of tuned metal tubes of various lengths suspended from a frame and struck with a hammer? Rayon?
Chimes.
Those are chimes. Geography. By size, San Bernardino is the largest county in the United States. What desert occupies most of it? Ricky?
Mojave.
It is Mojave. Nice job. World history, quotations for both teams. Which Asian leader had this prophecy about war? And it's a quote. You kill 10 of our men and we kill one of yours. And in the end, it will be you who tire of it. Sure.
Genghis Khan.
It's not Genghis Khan. West, chance to steal this world history and quotations category. Which Asian leader had this to prophecy about war? You will kill 10 of our men and we will kill one of yours. Vineet?
Tunjo.
Nope, it's Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh. Grammar for both teams. The capacity of verbs to indicate the manner of the speaker's expression is called what? Vineet?
Preposition.
Not preposition. Huskies, chance to steal this grammar category. The capacity of verbs to indicate the manner of the speaker's expression is called what? Akshay?
Reflexiveness.
It's not reflexiveness, it's the mood. It's the mood. General knowledge for both teams. Traditionally, what should the U.S. flag never touch? Sure?
The ground.
It is the ground. And currently, right now, the score we have is Northwest 22, West 12. U.S. history. Which transportation system in 1883 developed the idea of designating 4 standard time zones in the United States? Eva.
The railroad.
The railroad. Science for both teams. Based on the amounts per 100 grams per edible portion, which of these following has the most vitamin C? Is it oranges? Sure?
Oranges.
Sorry, that is incorrect. West, chance to steal this science category. Based on the amounts per 100 grams of edible portions, which of the following has the most vitamin C? Oranges, green peppers, cantaloupe, or strawberries? Ricky?
Cantaloupe.
Green peppers. Green peppers. Both teams. Shakespeare is the category. Where did Romeo go when he was banished from Verona? Sure?
Padua.
Cannot accept that. West, chance to steal the Shakespearean quote or the Shakespeare category. Where did Romeo go when he was banished from Verona? Ricky?
Milan.
It's not Milan. Mantua. Mantua. Spelling for both teams. How do you spell masquerade? Sure?
Masquerade.
That is masquerade. Science, anatomy for both teams. Most of the bones comprising the human spine are what kind of vertebrae? Akshay?
Spinal vertebrae.
Cannot accept that. West, you have a chance to steal this science and anatomy question. Most of the bones comprising of the human spine are what kind of vertebrae? Rayon?
Hyaline.
Cannot accept that. Thoracic. Thoracic. U.S. geography for both teams. The scenic Columbia River Gorge is located between what two states? Ricky?
Missouri and Tennessee.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Northwest, you have a chance to steal this U.S. geography question. Arvin?
New York and New Jersey.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. Washington and Oregon. Washington and Oregon. Film is the next category. What 1950 film saw Jose Ferrer win an Oscar by a nose? Cyrano de Bergerac, by a nose. All right, government and economics is the next category. Who is to serve as military advisors to the president and his national security team? Benny?
His cabinet.
I cannot accept that. Northwest, chance to steal this government and economics question. Who is to serve as military advisors to the president and his national security team? Arvin?
National Security Council.
Cannot accept that. It's the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Joint Chiefs of Staff. Science, geology for both teams. Water that forms caves has been made slightly acid by the absorption of what gas? Ricky?
Carbon dioxide.
That is correct. Children's literature for both teams. What nursery rhyme character was arachnophobic? Cass?
Little Miss Muffet.
Little Miss Muffet. It's a good one to end on. All right, that siren does denote the end of our contest, and we have a final score of Blue Valley Northwest 25 and Blue Valley West 13. Please join us again next time here on Categories as we will continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.